Today is December the 3rd. What did Jesus mean when he said, "It is finished"? Today from the book of John, John 19, verses 28 to 30. After this, Jesus knew that all was now finished, and he said, in order to fulfill the scripture, "I'm thirsty." A jar full of sour wine was standing there, so they put a sponge full of the wine on a branch of hyssop and held it to his mouth. When Jesus received the wine, he said, "It is finished." Then he bowed his head and gave up his spirit. The fifth word, "I am thirsty," probably from Psalm 22:15, that says, "My tongue cleaves to the roof of my mouth." And then the seventh word, "It is finished." This phrase, or at least the verb for finishing, occurs almost 200 times in the Old Testament. It occurs first in Genesis 2, 1 and 2. When God finished the creation, he rested on the seventh day. He looked at it and he said, it's finished. Lamentations 4:11 says that God has completed his wrath. There may be a sense in which Jesus was saying, not only the task that I was given is finished, like Genesis 2, but also I have completely drunk the cup of my Father's wrath, like Lamentations 4:11. But there's a third use in Daniel chapter 12. In verse 7, the man dressed in linen, who is a figure of Jesus, lifts his hands to heaven and says, "All of these things will be finished." Let's read Daniel 12 again and see what Daniel says.
Daniel 12, New Revised Standard Edition. At that time, Michael, the great prince, the protector of your people, shall rise. There shall be a time of anguish such as never occurred since nations first came into existence. But at that time your people shall be delivered, everyone who is found written in the book. Many of those who sleep in the dust of the earth shall wake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt. Those who are wise shall shine like the brightness of the sky, and those who led many to righteousness like the stars forever and ever. For you, Daniel, keep the words secret and the book sealed until the time of the end. Many shall be running back and forth, and evil shall increase. Then I, Daniel, looked, and two others appeared, one standing on the bank of the stream and one on the other. One of them said to the man clothed in linen who was upstream, "How long will it be until the end of these wonders?" The man clothed in linen who was upstream raised his right hand and his left hand toward heaven, and I heard him swear by the one who lives forever that it would be for a time, 2 times, and half a time, and that when the shattering of the power of the holy people comes to an end, all these things would be accomplished. I heard, but I could not understand. So I said, "My Lord, what shall be the outcome of these things?" He said, "Go your way, Daniel, for the words are to remain secret and sealed until the time of the end. Many shall be purified, cleansed, and refined, but the wicked shall continue to act wickedly. None of the wicked shall understand, but those who are wise shall understand. From the time that the regular burnt offering is taken away, and the desolating sacrilege is set up, there shall be 1,290 days. Happy are those who preserve and attain the 1,345 days. But you go your way and rest. You shall rise for your reward at the end of days.
So there in that passage, there's a reference to resurrection. There are references to salvation. When the man dressed in linen says, "It's finished," he's saying salvation is complete. Daniel asks for clarification, and the answer he gets is, just wait. You run along. You go your way. The time is coming when you'll understand. On the cross, Jesus said, just like the man dressed in linen, "It's finished." So what do we do about this today? Thank God today that he finished his work on the cross. Scripture reading from the New Revised Standard Version by Emily Herrera. If you like what you heard today, subscribe.